What do you make of Dominic Cummings' trip to Barnard Castle?
Well, I think we should just move on, shouldn't we, really? Or at least that's what I've been hearing from the Russian bot farm that's masquerading as the cabinet. I think what they're trying to say is that basically Dominic Cummings is a visionary in that he can see things that the rest of us can't, like his extended family and bluebells. But I have to say, in all the sadness and rage that I feel about it, it has been somewhat funny seeing the cabinet members being pushed in front of the media. So you had Gove sort of saying, "Oh yes, you know, I've of course I've gone out and driven what I couldn't see." And you can just imagine the rest of them lined up, and you know, Cummings is going, "Right, Jenrick, I want you on GMB. Say you once had a sty, and to check you drove an HGV to Glasgow. Hancock, get on BBC Breakfast. You had mild astigmatism. All right, you got on a Segway down the M5. Duncan Smith, get on Loose Women. You had suspected glaucoma. You got on a Chinook to Reading." And they're all just waiting to be sort of pushed like lemmings off this implausible bullshit cliff. Terrible.
So why do you think they have defended him so you know, vehemently?
Well, I think they thought he was a sort of Kaiser Soze in sort of sweatpants, didn't they? That he was this sort of shadowy figure. And what's interesting for me is that he's lost that air of mystery now. He's gone from the grey man into a sort of slumped Skeletor in front of a sort of trestle table in a rose garden, sort of kind of backfilling a sort of terrible mistake with even more terrible excuses, in my opinion.
Now, there was one extra bit of information to come from that press conference that raised a few eyebrows. Dominic Cummings claimed he wrote about the possible threat of coronaviruses in a blog last year. But it turns out those references were added to the blog on the 14th of April this year, the day he returned to work after the trip to Durham. Interesting.
It's mad. Can we just focus also on the fact, why has he got a fucking blog? He's got the ear of the Prime Minister. Who needs to be writing a blog? He's not Zoella.
Who's reading it?
Garden, just at the end, to remember to click and subscribe. It's just mad.
Oh. It's like the worst episode of Doctor Who ever. Sort of going back in time. But if he had, why did he do it? Why pretend that he knew there was going to be a pandemic in 2002? It makes him look worse for not having done anything about it. And also, if he had thought about it, he's got 18 years to think of a less shit excuse for driving to Barnard Castle.
Her afterwards, she was lovely.
She's lovely. She's
she
great.
said, "Here's my card if you ever need a one-legged stripper."
Have you got that card?
What was great was watching Alex on the red carpet.
This girl went to me, "Oh, Alex, can you sign this for me?" And then she went, "Actually, can you sign this?"